Hey guys, it's Nathan here, a Mom's Career Care today, bringing you a domination on the map shipment. In today's video, I'm going to start off by talking a little bit about the gameplay, and for the most part, this video is going to be a message to Activision and Raven Studios. I know I'm kind of a random YouTuber that probably doesn't have much, really doesn't have, a voice in this community, but I feel that I think I should just say something uh, because it's better me saying this right now instead of just keeping it to myself, because I think many people would agree with me. So to start off, this gameplay, I don't know how I did pretty very well. This is how you level up, guys. If you play shipment domination, every time you're on a flag, you're going to get double the experience points for getting kills. Or if you're on an enemy flag and killing people, you get capture kills. You'll get a capture kill, you'll get an offense medal, and also whenever enemies are on their flag and you're away from them and you kill them, you'll get offense medals as well. So you'll get 400 or 500 points per kill in this, in this map, and it's not even search. So, anyways, this is how I'm gonna start out with this little message here. As you can see on the screen right now, this is it's fuzzy, but I'll kind of read it out to you guys. You have the R700, and then on the bottom it says attachment, kit, camouflage, and this new thing, reticle. Now, two of those things actually I just said are new, the kit and the reticle part. Now, originally, this COD 4 Remastered was going to have better graphics. It was going to pretty much incorporate new elements into the game from recent Call of Duties that wouldn't affect gameplay. So you see this new interface, when you get an airstrike and you pop the tablet up and you can see the new kind of map design, the map overview, and the fact that you're pulling out a tablet for the airstrike, because back in the original COD 4 you'd pull out like some C4 detonator for things like UAV. Actually, all the kill streaks, you pull like a C4 detonator to call them in. But now you have the walkie-talkies and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. I think how they changed up how it looks a little bit. It looks awesome. The graphics are amazing in this game, but that's not my complaint here. The complaint that, so if any of you guys haven't been following all these other YouTubers, a couple of them were flown out to Madison, Wisconsin to play pretty much a pre-release version of this game after the Christmas patch. The Christmas patch, which comes, the Christmas add-ons come in 2 days. You're going to have the 6 remaining maps plus Winter Crash and apparently these new camos, which the thing is, when Raven Studios made this game, they said, quote unquote, it will be as close to the original as possible. But, since it's remastered, I understood them updating some things like, how things look, like the interface, which is totally fine with me. However, they did not mention that they were going to incorporate these melee weapons and nonsense that people ran away. Like, people aren't playing Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare Black Ops 3 because of this kind of, they don't like the supply drop situation. I personally like Infinite Warfare. I just haven't been playing it that much because I don't know if it's my connection or if it's something on Activision's part, but I die in one shot, and whenever it comes to killing other people, it takes me 4 to 5 bullets. So I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fun when it comes to lagging and stuff, so I just kind of stay away from it until the issue is fixed, and whenever it's fixed, I'll gladly go back to the game. I really do like it. But for now, I'm playing COD 4. This is my main game at the point, because the reason I'm playing this game is, I'm more familiar with COD 4. I don't have to relearn all the maps. I know it's kind of lazy, but I know the maps. I know how, it kind of plays. But the thing that's making me not want to go back to this game as of today is because in this, the gameplay recorded from, Drifter and all the other people that were sent out to Madison, Wisconsin to play the Christmas patch early, seeing these melee weapons, and all this new stuff like swords, shovels and stuff like that. In the original COD 4, you didn't have that nonsense, and that's what Raven Studios implied whenever they said this is going to be as close to the original as possible. Now, I think it's pretty wrong. I'm glad Raven made this game, but at the same time, I'm not really happy. They practically lied to the community. If Raven Studios had, this vision of none of this nonsense coming to the game, yeah, it would have been acceptable to say this is going to be close to the original as possible. But I have a feeling that Raven Studios knew about this whole time, and I'm sure most of us knew something was going to pop up like this. So I don't know why they even originally said it was going to be close to the original as possible, because the original didn't have swords, the original didn't have shovels that you can, smack people with. The original didn't have the option to customize your reticle, which is kind of cool, honestly. I actually like that. That's pretty decent. Um, but the kits, what is this kit nonsense? What do the kits do in the create a class menu? Is this something you're going to unlock in a supply drop or something? Because if you're bringing supply drops to this game, you're going to kill off the population. A lot of the people playing this game don't like they don't like this micro DLC nonsense. They don't like the feeling of, oh, if I want this cool skin, I'm going to have to spend hundreds of points in COD points, and I'm not guaranteed the skin, instead of, like what they did in Black Ops 2, where you could just, buy the camo as is the camo pack. I like it, I like if you micro DLC like that isn't too bad. But when it comes to where you have to practically gamble for your stuff, I think that's ridiculous. And the reason I'm not a fan of the melee weapons is that if you've seen in Black Ops 3, they gave everyone boxing gloves, people running around with wrenches and stuff. And the problem is, in Search and Destroy, people think they can, finish off a whole team with a wrench, so they'll run around with a wrench, and, a wrench doesn't win against a gun at long range. So it practically ruins, people's win-loss ratios, and ruins the point of Search if people are just going around with boxing gloves. It doesn't make it fun. So, and also, so as far as Raven Studios, I'm really kind of disappointed in how this is going, and I have a feeling that it's not going to get any better. I hate to be really pessimistic about this, but, them tweeting this is going to be as close to the original as possible, and then having this happen where we're going to be running on swords, running around with shovels, and, broken spawns, broken footsteps. I mean, there's been issues. The community has been reporting for the past month. You can barely hear footsteps at medium range. The spawns are broken. There's so many other issues. You can't get collaterals with sniper rifles unless two of the enemies are weakened, or you get double headshots, which is not how it was in the original COD 4. In the original COD 4, you can 6-in-1 people. You can't do that in this game, even if you get all headshots. So I think the priorities are, I think I've mentioned this before, but the priorities are very mixed up at Raven Studios. Instead of really caring about what the things that need to be fixed, they're going to add random things to make the community feel like they're being listened to, but they're not really being listened to. I think if we threw $1 million at Raven Studios and said, hey, fix it, they might actually fix it. But because it seems that, yeah, a main point of the business is to make money and also offer a service and also have decent customer support. Well, Activision, sure, they can make the money. They can offer a service that is kind of half broken at this point, which is Call of Duty, but they fail on the customer, like community feedback and stuff. And in all honesty, Raven Studios, I had hope for this game. I really do like this game, but the fact that Raven Studios put up this image at the beginning, at the start, like, yeah, we're going to listen to all community feedback. Well, go on the Call of Duty, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare subreddit. See all the posts. Mostly, there's always 5 to 10 posts about footsteps a day. Hundreds of posts there's been hundreds of posts of the spawns being horrible. And, they're bringing back the 6 other maps that weren't here at the, during the release. And what makes me worry is, how are we going to play the map Wetworks with these Advanced Warfare spawns? It's not going to work out. You're going to have a map like Downpour, which is great for search, and it's great for any game mode that's not, respawn gameplay. But when you have a game mode, when you have a respawn game mode like TDM, the spawns aren't going to flip when they need to, or the spawns will flip when they don't need to, like in Domination. Like in the original COD 4, you could have flags A and B, and you can have a person on your team rush C and it wouldn't flip the spawns. But in this game, when you have A, B, and everyone is sitting at the B flag and you're killing them, at the C flag, the game somehow predicts that you're spawn trapping and flips the spawns completely, which is not how it was in COD 4. Original COD 4 had pretty decent spawns, but I don't think putting Advanced Warfare spawns in this game, since this game is based off the Advanced Warfare engine, I don't think that was a smart decision. I wish they would have relooked, looked over the spawn system before the game was actually, out there. And I think I've talked so much about Raven Studios. It's time to kind of mention Activision here. Activision, we understand you want to make a ton of money, but this is not an ethical way of doing it. If you promise something to your consumers and you don't deliver, I think that's completely wrong. And this game was promised as it was going to be close to the original, like Raven Studios said, and Activision pushed out there all this advertising, like, oh my gosh, you can play the original COD 4, where where everything started. And then we're given shovels and swords. Like, come on, Activision. Stick to the AAA title of this year, which is Infinite Warfare. The people playing that game actually are expecting supply drop stuff like this because supply drops are in the game. But people playing COD 4 or COD 4 Remastered, they don't want this stuff. This stuff is going to turn this game from being bare minimum to just a cluster of nonsense. Like, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of people that agree with me on this. This game was meant to be as close to the original as possible, and I keep repeating this because I cannot stress it enough. Like, this is a big middle finger to the community that is playing this game right now. This game not being, I think the sales figures, the reason they sold as high as they did this year was because of the COD 4 thing. Like, Call of Duty, ever since Modern Warfare 3, has been declining every year. And this year, supposedly from many news articles, 50% lower sales at this time than compared to Black Ops 3. And what I'm thinking is next year, man, Sledgehammer, oh my gosh, Sledgehammer, if you're listening to this, which I highly doubt you are, if you're going to make Advanced Warfare 2, I think you should just give up on that idea. Because Advanced Warfare 1 pretty much is what happened. Pretty much what, kind of just completely ruined Call of Duty's reputation. I know people were sick of having the same old game, but if we had a movement system like Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3 used, instead of just jumping up the walls nonsense like 70 feet in the air like Advanced Warfare, I think this, what I'm trying to say here, Call of Duty would have been a decent franchise, but I think we have a lot. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just kind of frustrated. Just to make things short, Activision and Raven Studios, you screwed up big time, and this is not going to be easy to fix. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary. Bye.